This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV. We're here in New Orleans at the International Workboat Show, and we're very pleased to be joined by Al Alcala of Scania Diesel Engines. And Al, first and foremost, thanks for joining us.
I really appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
So Al, just to kick things off, why don't you tell us your title and your area of responsibility?
Sure. I'm the sales manager for marine sales in North America and responsible for making sure our distributors have everything they need throughout the U.S. and Canada to help us sell and support Scania engines.
Okay. Well, Al, the Scania name, I think, is very well known. But for those perhaps not in the know of the breadth of your operations, can you just give us an overview of the Scania in the marine sector?
Sure. So we've been around a little while. We're not a relatively new company. We've been making engines since 1891 and marine engines since 1902. So we're not new to the game. Here in the United States, the Scania name is growing little bit by little bit. But we're doing a good job of, I think, getting some more visibility. And one of our engines was in a runner-up of Workboat of the Year in the Washington, D.C. water taxi. So things like that are really helping us grow the name and the brand. We make about 100,000 engines a year globally. So that's a little bit brief update about Scania. And we are the U.S. distributor for Scania located in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, awesome. So you have a wide range of engines and capabilities for this specific workboat sector. Again, can you just give us an overview of the engines, the power ranges, and what is topical today?
Yeah, thank you. Actually, I think with the changes to Tier 4 emissions, our range of engines has really been benefited. We have a lot of engines between 300 and 800 horsepower. That's really our node. And the market has kind of come to us with the change in emissions laws. So we have a number of engines at 800 horsepower in workboat ratings and in 2,000 hour a year patrol craft long applications. So our workboat ratings are unlimited hour a year. We also have some continuous engine ratings all the way up to 700 horsepower and prime power auxiliary engine ratings at 800 horsepower, 600 kW that we're planning for next year.
Okay. So when you're talking to a vessel owner, obviously there's all types of different boats, all different types of applications. But what is the core value proposition when you're talking to a customer and you're talking about the value of the Scania engine, not just from when you buy it, but through the life cycle maintenance? What are the core values?
So we want to empower every operator's operation, and we want to do that by giving them a very robust, reliable, long-lasting product. And we all in this industry try to give that promise to our customers. And I think Scania really lives by that with a couple key technologies passed to market. One is our modular design system. So all of our engines are based on one common cylinder design. Our 9-liter, our 13, our 16 all share the same size cylinder. They're individual cylinder heads. Anybody can work on this. Any certified tech can work on. If they know how to work on one, they know how to work on all of them. They're easy to work on. A 40-pound cylinder head. We have things like an oil centrifuge that are on maybe larger engines, maybe an accessory in a larger engine. They've been on Scania engines forever. Things like a saver ring on the inside of the piston, kind of relatively new to some of the counterparts here in the U.S. and maybe on highway, but we've been doing that on all of our engines for years, and it really helps control the oil, keep the money in the customer's pocket, extending oil drain intervals out to 500 hours, and we've been at 500 hours for a long time. So I think we're bringing a lot of value to our customers like that. Our engines are made out of CGI, compacted graphite iron, twice the tensile strength of gray iron. So our engines aren't going to twist. They're not going to bend. That cams and cranks are in there for a long, long time. Our mean time before overhaul on workboat ratings is 20,000 hours.
You, as well as anyone, knows that an engine is only as good as the distribution network and the service network. Again, I know personally because I've been covering the Scania story for many years now as well. Why don't you discuss your network in the U.S.?
Sure. So we have over 80 dealers and distributor locations in the U.S., and it's growing. And we're doing work now to make our distributors even healthier by giving them more territory, growing our business, and looking for more dealers. As customers appear in new locations for us, we grow the dealer network to support those customers. We frequently will work with a customer that's in a new territory where we haven't been before and ask them, who do you like to work with? Who does your service now? And we'll work with them to see if maybe that is the right dealer for them. And it really makes the transition for them very easy because they continue to work with who they work with. Our distributors, and there's 7 of them in North America, they are independently owned. They are in the territories with their customer. They may frequently be the same people you go to church with, your kids go to school with. They're in your community and they're invested in your community. So that's another way that we think this distribution model works best for our customers.
I hear you had some interesting news at the show. It's always good to get a contract announcement. Why don't you give us some details on what was announced yesterday?
Well, we're very proud of the fact that last year at this very show, we were announcing our strategy for Tier 4. We asked the question, what's your Tier 4 strategy? And our answer was more Tier 3. So we were very successful in getting that message out. And it's taken a year for it to take hold and projects to develop. But our dealer in Louisiana, Duval Diesel, who is under our distributor, NRE Power Systems from Houma, Louisiana, came to an agreement with Sabine Pilots in Texas. And instead of going with a 2-engine Tier 4 solution, they decided to go with a quad 800 horsepower DI-16 V8 Scania solution, 4 engines, 800 horsepower.
Wow.
So we're very proud of that, and that boat should be in the water next year.
Absolutely. Well, if you prove yourself with the pilots, you're proving yourself.
We hope to, very much so. We're looking forward to that one.
On a final note, I understand that there's been a loss in the Scania family. Sheldon Murdoch, who I knew personally for many years and who I believe was instrumental in helping to expand the Scania name throughout the U.S. Marine market. Would you like to just give us an update on that?
Yes, thank you for asking. Sheldon Murdoch, good friend of ours at Scania. We all loved him. And I will say the one thing I've noticed at this show is he had friends throughout this community and this industry. The number of people in the workboat family that have come by and expressed their condolences to everybody here at Scania has been tremendous. From competitors to colleagues to customers, it's been great to see that, and we appreciate that. But Sheldon established the Scania name in the marine industry. Any success that we have going forward has been built on the work that he set for us. So he did a great job of really establishing Scania with our distributors and with the customers in the marketplace. And there was more than one toast raised on Bourbon Street in his name.
I'm sure there was. Well, it's a busy show. Again, I thank you for your time and wish you the best of luck.
Greg, thank you very much for having us. Thank you.
This is Greg Troutwine with Maritime Reporter TV.